catalog obviously is great. There's generations and generations coming up and learning and knowing your stuff. You remind me of like a Pink Floyd, where people, growing generations,
Do I
learn
look like
that.
Pink Floyd?
No, you don't look like them.
Okay.
But learning your stuff and realizing where stuff comes from.
Right.
When we talk about Black Eyed Peas and stuff like that, do you relate yourself to them?
I really like their music.
But as far
Yes,
as
I love their music actually.
hmm
And I think that I'm sure that they took some of the elements of our music
exactly.
from Miami, from Luke to Clay D to Magic Mike, all those guys. They took a piece of that, and what's the guy who you making working with? Pretty Tony. They even sampled Pretty Tony records, the pop music. So I would think, I know that they took those elements, which I feel good about it because that's what I did when James Brown, all the samples, yada yada. So because I really love James Brown and Rick James and all the old oldie goldies, the Tyrone Davis.
And not to interject, but I think with YouTube now and all those type of websites that people can just throw stuff out there, that people are realizing that
Right.
they're going in there and they're investigating and they're discovering where all this music came
Yes.
from, and I think that's where they find you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They find you.
And or you can even Google me. That's a good one.
Well, we can,
Google me.
We can Google you too, yeah. Wikipedia, we can Google
Yes.
you, we can do a lot of stuff with you. And that's what's,
And that's a beautiful thing. I don't know who's done it. I think it's a guy named Papa Willie.
Joe.
Did the Wikipedia for me, and I really appreciate him for that because he looked from the beginning that the things that I've done with Jock and Jealous J, Jim Johnson, and to John Skeet and DJ Chap, Big C, all of those guys. So I really appreciate the things that he's done for my career. Even Uncle Luke, what he's done, because I think without him, I know that I wouldn't be as big or so much in the music, because of the things that he's done. And I really appreciate that those guys done the things those guys done for me.
what's, what now in 2011, what is Kooley C's, what's your mission? What are you doing? What are you focusing on? What's going on?
Well, I have a recording studio, Music Medics Studios. I call it the Music Medics because some of these guys' music need a doctor.
Where are you at? Where are you at? Are you in West
It's
Palm?
West
You in
Palm Beach.
Okay. Where?
In between two fuck shops. It's fuck shop, me, fuck shop.
Can I get a discount at the fuck shop? No.
Yeah, you get all the fat broads.
Okay. Okay. So where? Tell
Let
me.
me step in here for a second. I got a wide shot on both of these
Okay.
guys right here. That'd be great if they could have some conversations about some of
Okay,
the,
cool.
to tie in your relationship, get back up with some of that stuff. Not to step on what you're asking there.
2000.
Let's
Okay.
give it
Here we go.
first.
2011. What are we doing? You're here.
All
You're
right.
here. What's going on?
Well,
The music stuff's going on. Obviously, you have your own shop, your own music studio.
yes.
Jock's here, but obviously you guys know each other and you guys are
Of
doing
course.
something.
Well, since Jock and the guy Jim Johnson or Jealous J, Jim Johnson, they used to be in a group. So Me.
All right, I'm
Jack,
sorry.
and
Cut.
Okay.
Chuck, let me have you go back because you're out of focus.
All
Yeah, just sit back, relax,
Okay.
just have a conversation. Yeah, you look real good like that.
Okay.
Coming forward, it throws off the.
I got you.
Okay.
All right.
And so,
So
Jock and Jim Johnson. go ahead.
Jock
Follow
and
me.
Jealous J, Jim Johnson. Jock was doing his thing, so me and Jim Johnson, Jealous J, became sort of kind of group, and I would do.
What was it, the Usual Suspects? Was that the name of it?
Yes, that was between him and another guy, Big D. It's so funny, both of my names, Jim Johnson and Big D, and Big D is my newest, one of my biggest records, right? And this is a big black guy. They did a couple of records, and me and Jim Johnson did a couple of records together, and because of Jim and his pop appeal, he was able to get me a platinum record with those broads, the Danity Kane,
yeah.
and I love those girls.
Are you still in touch with some of those girls, or is that?
I wish I could touch. What?
I don't want to confuse you with touching, and being with them. I mean, are you still? Danny Kane was.
Yes, one of the girls.
That's a P Diddy thing, right?
Yes, making a band
Making a
girls.
band.
We did the Showstoppers. I did 2 records with Jim on their album, Baby Bash, Mexican dude from big
I know Baby
artist,
Bash.
yeah,
Yeah.
from Texas.
Awesome.
I did a record for him. Me and Jim did a record for him, and Ruben Stutters. That's a good friend, good friend. A lot of Pretty Ricky stuff. Pretty Ricky, they helped me. Their dad, their dad Blue, he helped me. Who else? Lil Wayne, Jim did the sample of Only Once the Drugs Are Done, I Feel Like Dying, one of Lil Wayne cult music. Jim did the sample, and I did the kicks and snares. I got paid for that record, but Jim and Wayne got sued because of the sample. What else I did? Couple of
The
records.
Danny Kane stuff
Danny
you
Kane
did okay
stuff.
with? No
Yeah, I did
suing?
really good. I think it's more than. I think I got a platinum record, but I think they did double platinum, and I'm still getting. I get that
Residuals?
check really good. That did good for me. But now I have a artist named C1 and another artist called Bolo. And my son is named That Guy. And they're doing pretty good.
How old's your son?
He's 22. And I think he's a beast. I know he's a beast.
Do you think your son is better than you
Yes.
as far as rapping?
Rap and beat, everything.
You think he
even
can
the
take it?
girls. I don't know how he can get those pretty girls.
Yeah.
That's what I said when you played his tracks for me.
Yeah,
I
unbelievable.
said, we in trouble.
So you
Unbelievable.
created a monster, basically.
I thank God for that, thank God that he's not a dope head.
He's using his
good.
talent for the right
Yes,
thing.
exactly.
Good.
He smoke a little weed. Shoot, I'm sure of that because I done gave him some.